What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and today I'm gonna be finally checking out that Vanity Platinum that we got last summit, the American Dream Kit, which makes absolutely no sense because we're in the European month. Yeah, we're in the update for Europe, Italy, Germany, the UK. What was the first one? That was Germany. What was the luxury? Was that French? That was French, right? And then the end one is like, it's like everything. There was so much in the end one. There's like Swedish, and wherever Spiker is from. Is Spiker Swedish as well? Were they Austrian? Or am I thinking of KTM? Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but I have already collected my platinum. Let me just get that clip. I accidentally went onto the summit page, so I already collected it, but here it was, me opening the platinum reward to a European X Qualitat. The German one with the Porsche 918 and the Audi R8. I mean, this and the car summit are the only really worth it summits this month at all. You can see I came 1,869th. That's the funny number, if you'll remember. While I run through and collect this, I will quickly remind you I am a mustached man right now. That's because of Movember, men's mental health. So, if you can, please donate to the fundraiser attached to this video. But if you can't, just reach out to someone close to you. That's all I can ask for. There's the collecting. There we go. The American Dream Kit. And yeah, like I was saying, just reach out to someone close to you. If you have someone in your life you can reach out to, just make sure you reach out to them. And if you're going through anything, reach out. And if you can, do give to the fundraiser. It all goes to helping someone. We're in the Italian one. I'm probably not gonna do this summit, like, at all. I mean, yeah, no, probably at all. I mean, the Italian Nitro, I already have everything. Okay, I wouldn't mind the legend points. Okay, so I'll do it to get to silver, and then French. I don't think I want to bother Renault Megane. Now that you can't see it, but the Renault Megane's the reward. They're really spoiling us there. And I've already got that Nitro as well. And then this one is the only one I'm really gonna be doing much for, because it's the thing. It's the Jag. Oh, and actually, I am in a great car to do this in, because this is a car I really like the sound of. Have a listen. The Ferrari SF90 is one of my favorite cars. Not only is it a great hypercar, okay, but it's also a great sounding hypercar in my opinion. That is the cleanest 360 I've ever hit. Oh my god, that was so clean. Hang on a minute. That was great. But let's check out the American Dream Kit now. It's simple. I'm also going to check out what cars we can put it on. Ferrari's crazy because there's so many limited vanities on Ferrari. They have so many things that you can't put on the car. But for some reason, they allow the American Dream engine swap kit. I mean, we can redliner this car. Very annoying. I hate redliner now, even though it's the rarest vanity in the game. The turbo, the Alpha GP, Flat 4, oldie. I don't think I've listened to that one. Inline 4, electric, flat, rumble tumble. All of that. Rumble Tumble's nice because all that does is add backfire. I like this concept. I like that. Like you can see, there's engine kits, which is the whole engine gets like a big boost thing. You can see that one gets not only gearbox, but it gets a turbo, it gets backfire, it gets some other stuff there as well. This one's just backfire, so it just has that. I imagine if we just got one that is gearbox, it would just have the gearbox logo. Then we've got the actual engine swaps. Oh! But American Dream Kit isn't an engine swap, it's an engine kit. Oh, let me quickly listen to this thing again then. Because that means it's not gonna change the engine, it's gonna boost the engine. Oh, doing it in this thing is even better. Let's have a listen. Great, nice pops as well. Not having visual pops is still very unfortunate. And now, if I go to the very end, American Dream, let's listen to this thing. Oh! Oh, that's so much better than Redliner as well. Hang on a minute. What does the gearing sound like? Let me listen to the gearing. Okay, it's not like the old school, like, crank gearing that the old school cars in this game have. It's, I want to say, yeah, it's more like the muscle cars in the game, which makes sense. Let's listen to gearing down. It's the same gearing down. Let's listen to the pops. Is that different? This thing pops like nobody's business. I took the kit off. Let's make our way over to a specific tunnel where I could have gone into the volcano tunnel or something like that, but this specific tunnel, we would be uninterrupted in our endeavors to listen to this thing's engine. Also, it's quite nice taking this thing around the track. I just quite like this car, but I'm gonna test this thing on a bunch of other cars as well. Maybe the 308, but I'll see what. I'll see some different types of cars. Here we go. Simple enough. And now... I felt way quicker through that. But I know that's not something that gets changed, so I think I've just made that up in my own head. It's time to listen to another car. So, what do we go with? I want to say muscle cars. Probably already sound like that, so why not see what this kind of thing does to a muscle car? Because... like I mentioned, they're already big and beefy and making this kind of sound already. So if they want to make all this hullabaloo, why don't I check out what that hullabaloo sounds like after I see what an electric car sounds like? Oh, I've clearly got a kit on this already. I don't know what it is because we're not at enough RPM. It's definitely something though. Here we go. Yeah, I got no idea. Hang on a minute. This kit gives electric cars backfire. Wait. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no. There we go. I went to a longer tunnel. I thought it'd be much better. Yeah, okay, it doesn't backfire normally. It just backfires when you rev it. You know, the normal backfire time. It adds backfire to electric cars. What a stop. Let's listen to the new muscle car in this game. Looks good, sounded good. Not as good as the stop though. And now, boys, we have the American Dream on it. Is there less that you can do to this thing? No, okay. Why is that? Okay, sure. I don't get. All right, here we go. It's already got a bit more of a ground. There we go. It's subtle. It's very subtle. I'll do a side-by-side right now. After... there we go. Now I'll do a side-by-side. There we go. I'm right off filming that. And I will say, I want to say it makes the pops more often, but I couldn't pinpoint my finger on such a thing. Let's check a JDM real quick. What would this thing have normally? I don't know. I'm not a car. I don't know what this thing would have normally. So I will check if it's not got anything. Good. Look, I might be a guy, but I'm no car. So let's listen to it. Very often pops. Quite nice. And American Dream now. I can't pinpoint it. It's like the back of the throat sound. Okay, right. Let me actually test it on something worth it now. An old school muscle. I want to test it on that for a simple reason. So I was talking earlier about a clank. What words am I trying to say right now? A clanking gear sound, right? So that is in cars like this. The old school Chevy Chevelle, whatever, the Chevy shovel. Nice sounding engine in this thing already, but you'll notice the gearing has this sound to it. Almost. Just like that. And with American Dream, makes it nicely more aggressive. And definitely pops more. Absolutely. I'd say that's the secret of this thing, that it just makes it pop so much more. You could barely tell it's even on half the time, right? And that's the new engine sound rather than the clunk. But you can barely tell it's on most of the time. But the pops are the really noticeable thing. Like, it's definitely, you can tell maybe, but someone else might not be able to tell. It just sounds a little bit more aggressive. Redliner, you can tell someone's got redliner on. This thing, on the other hand, gear sounds. And also, the pops are the main thing, but it's more about this pop. I will say, Rumble Tumble just changed the pop sound entirely, which this I think has done as well, but this engine sound seems to make the pops more common, which is strange, truly. I wasn't expecting it to do so. And finally, a bit of a silly test. I redlined this thing, and that's a really annoying engine sound kit I found out because of the tinnitus level of turbo. Or whatever that is. I don't actually know the term for it, but the actual engine sound is quite nice. I much prefer the actual engine boost in this thing. Ah, but Jesus, that's a engine your dog could hear from halfway across the country. So I'm gonna compare that to because I've always been meaning to take this off. I can't, like, Redline is unusable, honestly, for stuff like that. So I wanted to take that off anyway, so I'm gonna compare that to American Dream. It definitely changes tone. Again. And thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members, Danimal the Manimal, Extreme Speed, and Grim Pepper with another clean 360. Started the video with one, ended the video with one. And an insane thank you to Icon members, HK, and Extreme Speed again. That's going to be about it from me. Head down there, subscribe, by the way. It'd be very much appreciated. Let's get 100,000 before the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'll see you boys in the next one in a bit.